Just keep your eyes closed. As you are finishing this nice chanting, please understand, when the chanting ends, the truth doesn't begin. As even when the sound ends, the silence does not begin. Silence always there. Sound begins, ends. A chanting begins. The purpose being to use the words, to use that mantra to remind you of yourself. So as when you are chanting, that time you are with yourself. When the chanting ends, you continue to be with yourself. Today, the book comes to an end. The truth doesn't end. Book comes to an end, but the truth continues. The class comes to an end. But who you are continues. The same theme will be revealed in another book, another verse, another word. You are the content. Books do not produce the truth. As even teachers do not produce the truth. And listen to the same teaching from hundreds of people. If somebody knows how to reveal it, you shall enjoy it wherever you are. You are continuous. The book ends. The class ends. The teaching ends. But your being, who you are, is continuous. That is where the waking comes to an end, as even your dream and deep sleep. They begin to end. Yourself the awareness, beginningless, endless. Puratraye kridati yascha jiva tatastu jatam sakalam vichitram. The one who plays about in all the three different states, waking, dream, deep sleep, remains ever the same. The childhood, youth, old age. Awareness yourself survives the growth and change at all levels. You are continuous. While chanting, you are using a word to remind yourself the wordless, nameless. While using the words sabda as a pramana, as a means of knowledge, the teacher helps you to see yourself. As even no means of knowledge, be it ears, eyes, skin, tongue, nose. They don't produce anything, but only reveal it. The words of the teacher as a pramana, as a means of knowledge. The words of the scriptures as a means of knowledge. Reveals the truth. When you say Srutireva Pramanam, the people who do not understand the tradition, Sanskrit, they translate Pramana as the authority. Pramana means Pramakaranam, that which is a means of knowledge. Your eyes are not authority for the flowers to exist. They help you to reveal absolute freedom in this tradition. No book, no person, authority. For you to be who you are, you don't need somebody's sanction. You are yourself. So as you are chanting, going through books, verses after verses, understand, you flow into every verse. You flow into every text. Texts will come to an end. Books will end, classes will end. Your being, who you are, continuous, ever existing. And that is your God. Ahamatma sarvabhutas asthita. I am the being in all people, in all things, declares Krishna. The same truth everywhere. Be that silence awareness. Sarva Vedanta Siddhante Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Verse number 574 onwards, please. Na nirodho na chotpattihi na vaddho na cha sadhakah na mumukshur na vai muktah ityesha paramarthata sakala nigama chuda swanta siddhanta guhyam paramidamati guhyam darshitam te mayadya apagata kalidosham kamanirmukta buddhim swasutavadasa bhavaitva mumukshum sakala nigama chuda swanta siddhanta guhyam paramidamati guhyam darshitam te mayadya apagata kalidosham kamanirmukta buddhim swasutavadasa bhavaitva mumukshum swasutavadasa bhavaitva mumukshum. It's a beautiful ending of the whole thing. Nicely sums up with the idea, na nirodha, na utpatti, na vadha, na sadhaka, na mumukshu, na vaimukta, ityesha paramarthata. Paramarthata, from the standpoint of the paramartha, the absolute standpoint. Consciousness that you are. Nirguna Brahma. There is nothing else is existing. This is the culmination of the teaching, which began with a student born as a human being, going through the conflicts, roasted in the conflagration of life, suffocated, appearing before a teacher who is embodiment of wisdom, peace, bliss, immortality itself. So when one is embodiment of bliss, other is embodiment of frustration, depression, dejection, despondency in life. It's a river in a hurry, trying to reach the ocean. And when the student appears in front of the teacher and presents his case in so many words in the beginning of the text, That time, the teacher gives him assurance that don't worry about it. You remember those verses, eh? The student comes and says, Durvara sansara davagni taptam duduyamanam duradrushtavataihi bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityo saranyamanyat twadaham najane. O Lord, he tells the teacher, I am roasted in this forest fire of samsara, helplessly, almost roasted alive. Dodhuyamana, shaken up by the adrushtabhatehi, winds of the unknown. When the situations get unfolded in life, I don't know from where they come. They overwhelm me, I feel shaken up. Therefore, vitam, frightened. Paripahi mrityo, please protect me from this fear and death. Why? Prapannam, that is why I surrender unto you. I don't know, saranyamanyat twadaham najane. I don't know anybody else, any other refuge other than you. And that time, what the teacher says, don't worry. Mavaishta vidwan tavanastyapaye sansara sindho taranestyupaye. Hey vidwan, Mavaishta, don't worry. This is the assurance. A tradition where they call it Abhaya Mudra. Every god and goddess will have these 4 hands, 2 hands, that will be weapon, or another 10 hands, whatever is there, let them have. But there will be 2 hands like this. Come, I will protect. This is the Abhaya Mudra. You come. Nothing to worry. Instead of that, you go to somebody and he adds to your anxiety. How do you like it? That is why to talk about that idea, every religion says the same thing. I don't want to get into that, but it is such a false idea. Just you want to speak a right language, politically right. But by trying to hide the limitations, doesn't do the job. It surfaces again and again. The person cannot accept at one time. Because to accept the truth means annihilation of your individual identity. Understand? If you accept the truth, you cannot hold on to a sectarian idea. Who are you? You can't say I'm the follower of this or follower of that. Brahman. Nothing less than that. I am the absolute. I am the pervasive. There is nothing other than me. Everybody shall sing the same song. Narayanoham narakandakoham purantakoham purushohamisha. Who shall say? Everybody shall sing. I am the Narayana. That which is Narasya Ayanam, supreme goal of all mankind, that is me. Are you the only one? Everybody same. Purushoham Isha. I am the Purnoham, full and complete. In my presence, everything happens. Who shall say that? Everybody. Is not telling Hinduham. Garva se velo, Hindu hai. You know? Why that nonsense has come? Because some fellow is shouting, I am that, other than that. You don't have to say that nonsense. Garva se velo, I am the truth. Yes, why should be that pride? Because unfortunately, many people are not aware of this. They think because of the following this Hindu tradition, they are being uneducated. There are divisions of many kind. They don't understand the absolute. Naturally, nobody is interested in absolute in the beginning of life. Everybody is interested in the relative comfort to take care of the relative problems of life. But if you don't transcend it, go beyond it, what is the idea? Anyway, when the student comes, the teacher says, Mahavishta, don't worry. Then he teaches the whole thing. What is the problem? What was the question? Do you remember? Konamavan. Kosavanatma Tayor Viveka. Nice, thank you. So you remember that. The whole thing. Konama bandha. What is the bondage? Katham esha agata. How did it come? Katham pratisthasya. How does it linger? Katham vimoksha. How to get out? What is this anatma? Not self. Paramaka atma. What is the self? Tayor viveka. How to discriminate? Oh Lord, oh teacher, please tell me. And the whole thing was dealt. After the whole thing dealing, lastly what he says? What bandha you are talking about? Na nirodho na jatpatti. There is no birth, no death. Na baddho na sadhaka. There is nobody bound. What is the question of your becoming a sadhaka to get out of the bondage? Now the teacher smiles, students also smile. We are going through a fancy, fantastic trip. There was no bondage, somebody was talking about bondage, somebody was telling how to get out of it also. And once you are out, then only you can laugh at your stupidity. Until you are out, you can't laugh at your stupidity because you are stuck. Under the dream, under the spell of the dream, the fellow is, talking nonsense. Under the spell of the dream, the fellow is talking nonsense. Until you wake up, how does he know? Once he wakes up, he says, I was shouting like this. Yes, stupid. That's right. You don't have to tell him you are stupid. He himself will say, I was really stupid. Navadho naja sadhaka. There is nobody bound, nobody is striving to become free. Namumukshu. There is nobody desirous of liberation. Navai muktaha. There is nobody free. Because you are already free. There is no question of to be freed in time. Ityesha paramarthata. This indeed from the absolute standpoint. Yourself. And both the teacher and student happy with themselves. Okay? When we see Mandukya Upanishad, we will see more elaborately there. If I explain it now, what shall I do then? Job is over, right? Okay. I can't looking for employment, no? Mahadeva. What shall I say? Sakala nigama chuda swanta siddhanta rupam paramidhamati guhyam darshitam te mayadya. Now the teacher gives the real final valedictory. Te tubhyam maya adyam darshitam. To you, by me, today is shown this absolute knowledge. What is that I have given you? Sakala nigama chuda swanta siddhanta rupam guhyam. Sakala nigama chuda. That's a chudamani. This is a chudamani. Sakala nigama. All the Vedas, what all they talk about, gleaning from that, taking an essence from all the Vedas, whatever they say, which is ati guhyam, swanta siddhanta guhyam, which is in yourself, which is you, and that is a great secret. Why great secret? Nothing can be greater secret than something which is with you, you are looking for it. Where shall you hide the thing where the person will find it difficult to get? Anywhere else you look for it, the fellow will find it. You put it on the bottom of the ocean floor, he will explore it. Mount Everest, he will find it. North Pole, South Pole, he will find it. put it in himself, he will never even doubt it. That is why the most precious thing has been left with you. You are looking for happiness, happiness in you. Therefore, nobody can ever believe that what all is looking for is with himself. They say, I think, Swami, some Sivananda Swami, I think they tell a nice story about a person who was traveling from Madras to Bombay. And he is a businessman. He is carrying some 100,000 rupees. Those days, 100,000 rupees in a fortune. Fortune for Lakhpati, it's a huge fortune. The fellow is carrying that money, no bank, nothing. He is carrying it with him to Bombay. And another fellow also gets up with the specific purpose of robbing him. He has no business other than taking the money away. So this man did not know that, but then he knew from his behavior that this fellow is some suspicious. Anyway, so night he goes to the toilet and comes back, and this criminal also goes. So then both slip off. Then both slip up. Nicely they snore. Next morning they get up. The businessman brings out the money and counts it. They're secretly counting. But this fellow knows what is he counting. Then he said, whole night I searched for it, I did not get it. Where did he hide it? All right, another night is there. It takes 2 nights to go to Bombay. Another night. So next morning, again the whole thing the fellow slept in. Next morning gets up, the thief is frustrated. The fellow starts again counting. Now, more he counts, his heart burning. He says, where on earth is keeping? Well, last night he searched everywhere in the compartment, bathroom, toilet, everywhere he searched. Then 9 o'clock daytime, they are going to reach Bombay. So that time, this thief says, look, I admit defeat. I came here only to rob you, take this money from you. Never I could find you. Just for, I am professionally accepting the defeat. But tell me, where did you keep it? Because the whole compartment I was looking for it. And the fellow said, I kept it under your pillow. Don't do that, huh? This is just a story, eh? Don't try to put your valuables under somebody's pillow, eh? Once Akbar did that. Oh, you are not interested in listening stories. Okay, I'm sorry, I must change the topic. Okay. Akbar, one day, he made that mistake. He wanted to go in a disguise. And this Birbal says, don't do that. Because you are too powerful a person. If you go in a disguise, by chance you are caught and your protection. Somebody can beat you up, anything can happen and nobody will know what to do. Nobody can protect you. But Akbar did not listen. He goes there. Then as he goes, then one fellow comes with a long beard and everything there. Then he comes a little nearer Akbar. Then Akbar says, who are you? That kingly habit comes up, Kingly habit comes up. He says, who are you? That fellow answers philosophically. I'm a wanderer. What? What's your name? I said, no, wanderer. My job is wandering. My name is wanderer. You don't talk in riddles to the king. He got very angry. Suddenly forgot he's in disguise. He got very angry and he said, do you know whom are you talking to? Is it some other man? No, I am the emperor. And he said, yes, I know many mad people who talk like that. I know many mad people. Akbar was very oily and he bring out his seal, that emperor's seal, which he keeps with his hand. He brought out this, he says, do you see this? The fellow grabbed it and went away. Now, does Akbar know how to run after people? He ran, but then he shouted. He has taken thief. So some 4 or 5 people are standing, they started running. And they really grabbed him. And here this fellow got grabbed. Then he says, then Akbar says, arrest him. Then this other man said, do you know what this man is talking? Arrest him. Here is the seal. Now, whom shall people believe? Because he has the royal seal. So they arrested him, they tried to grab him. That is the time Akbar took to flight. That is the story. And he goes there. He receives an envelope with the ring. Birbal says, do not ever commit that mistake, because he was the fellow. You understand? So if you try to play games, try to keep your money under somebody's thing, you are going to lose out. Just a story. Anyway, so the last place you shall search for anything is in yourself. That is why people search for key bunches, search for the pain, search for the spectacles, everywhere except in their packet. Worst part of it is you holding in hand and looking. Don't say that. Don't say that you don't do it. Holding in hand, they do it. These specs will be like this. But where is the speck? Where is the speck? Now everybody will be laughing, no? Except him, everybody will be laughing. Where is the speck? Understand? So the teacher reveals all these things, and which is in yourself. And once you discover it, it is in myself. Where is the bondage? Where was the bondage? There was never a bondage. Not knowing yourself is a passing phase. Searching for yourself, passing phase. Approaching a teacher, passing phase. Being taught by the teacher, passing phase. Contemplating on it, passing phase. Discovering it, passing phase. Being with yourself, eternal. Other things, as though begins, as though ends. Even when you are looking for it, you were that. Even when you are feeling bound, you are the free absolute. That is why the teacher doesn't give you a new identity, a new religion to follow, a new God to follow. Tired of other religion, you come to this. If this becomes another religion, now what do you do? Tired of the bondage, you come. Somebody binds you more. What is the idea? That is why changing gods doesn't solve the problem. Know yourself. Changing religion will not solve the problem. Understanding yourself. That is why Sanatana Dharma, which introduces you to yourself, doesn't make you a Hindu. We are not interested to make anybody Hindu. We are interested in making somebody the truth itself. Why should somebody be a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian or anything? This theme coming up again and again because of the nasty atmosphere that is prevailing at this moment. Around the world, people are talking rubbish. And the worst thing comes from the highest sectors. So unfortunate, so unfortunate. Anyway, please see this for yourself. You are made aware of yourself. So what is that something? Sakamani sakala nigama chuda swanta siddhanta rupam guhyam sakala siddhanta chuda, the crest jewel of all the scriptures, which is swanta siddhanta guhyam, which is yourself, eternally accomplished. It looks like a secret because nobody ever doubts that what all he is looking for in life, in fact, is in himself. That is his nature. Paramidamati guhyam darshitam te mayadya idam param guhyam. This great secret. Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitram, Idam Uttamam, Pratyaksham, Avagamyam, Dharmyam. Pratyaksha Avagamyam Dharmyam, Susukham Kartum, Abhyayam. You see the Gita, we shall see. Rajavidya, the king among the knowledge, the king's secret, royal knowledge, the king among the secret. But Susukham Kartum, very easy to get. Understand? If HIV virus is a secret, so difficult to catch it. Whether there is another life, there is a possibility of life in extraterrestrial existence, some distant star or the galaxy, difficult to explore. Any secret which is far away from you, difficult to explore. Are you getting that point, please? If you are the secret, how far it is from you? I didn't know that, how do you feel? I didn't know that the mala is with me. I didn't know that the specs is with me. That time you feel ashamed. You don't feel proud. In my house, there is a, beehive and I didn't know that. Meaning, I should have known it first, isn't it? Why do you feel like stupid? Just like somebody coming and telling you, your daughter is going with somebody, or your son is moving with somebody. So what? You feel ashamed. My daughter, my son, and I don't know it. You listen it from the neighbor. That is the time parents feel let down. If it is my son, my daughter, my husband, my wife, first I must know. If I don't know, that means your authority is useless. Same thing. Truth is here. Oh God, I didn't know it. Yes, you feel ashamed. You don't feel proud. That is why discovery of yourself is all about discovering your stupidity, and therefore you are humble for the rest of your life. There is no pride, because you are not the only one that, everybody is same thing. See, very beautiful. Paramadhiguyam darshitam te, and that secret, I showed it to you. Apagata kalidosham kamanirmukta buddhim. And why did I show it to you? Because you are somebody, apagata kalidosham, kaliyuga dosha, lobha, moha, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, kama, passion, anger, arrogance, greed. All these things you have completely, you don't have it. There is no desire in you, doesn't disturb. Since there is no desire in you, there is no question of not being fulfilled, so there is no anger in you. If there is expectation, there is anger. If there is no expectation, there is no anger. There is no anger in you. There is no lobha, no greed in you. More and more I should have. If the greed comes, delusion comes. None of these things in you. Because you are interested only in yourself and nothing other than it. If you are interested only in yourself, for what thing you shall fight? Come on. If you are interested only in being yourself, for what you should fight? No food. Fight, huh? No clothes. That's not my interest. If you are interested in yourself, see, everybody got the ticket for the cricket, but I never got the ticket for the cricket. Will you fight if you are interested in yourself? Just ordinarily. If you are a person interested, you are not interested in food, you say, everybody goes to the restaurant, nobody takes me. I am not interested, thank you. If they ask you also, Vanda, I am not interested. When Diwali, everybody getting clothes, I am not getting clothes. I am not interested. Everybody is bursting a cracker, I am not bursting a cracker. I am not interested. Everybody getting sweet, I am not getting sweet. I am not interested. Even if somebody asks me, do you want some sweet? Vanda, no. Why? I have a job to do. I am interested in myself. Don't make it a huge disciplinarian stuff. It's a simple common sense. What is your focus? And this focus is not to stay for the rest of your life. You know yourself. After you know yourself, job is done. So when is the Diwali? Are you getting that? The trouble is, people don't see it contextually. They think this should be lived throughout your life. No Diwali, no food, nothing. Wise man means no good food, no nice living, no food, no marriage, no children, no house. Then everybody says, Vanda. We shall let us finish everything, then when we are tired, we will come to this knowledge. Gade. You understand? Gade means kalde. Donkey. Contextual. Your discipline is contextual. I'm not interested in anything. Why? Because I'm interested in myself. Now I must know. This is brahmachari life. When you are educating yourself as an engineer, when you are educating yourself as a doctor, do you start consulting? Do you take some project? Engineering student? No, you don't do that. You are not interested because you are not ready for it. Once you finish the course, shall you be continuing to be not to be ready for it? Are you getting that point? So once you finish your studies, now your job is to go for projects. Do it for yourself. Why? Enough of this. I have prepared myself. I am a successful engineer. I must do things. What is to be done by me? I must use this knowledge. Jnana, this knowledge, kriyatmagatvat. Very beautiful it comes. Yastu kriyavan sa pandita. Comes in Mahabharata. Yastu kriyavan sa pandita. One who uses the knowledge is pandita. Not the one who is simply sitting, I have all the information, but I am miserable. What stupid rubbish. At this moment I am totally focused, and the teacher says, I gave you this knowledge because swasutabhadasa krutvam bhavayitva. I considered you as like my son. Swasutavat shishyaya putraya asishyaya aputraya madehi. This is the declaration from the scripture, Vedas. Asishyaya aputraya madehi. Do not give this knowledge to somebody who is not a shishya, a disciple, who is not a putra, who is not like a son or a child of yours. Meaning, only if you see that type of reverence, the communication will work. If that reverence is not there, communication will not work. Some of the fellows sit down there, let me see what the guy says. Let me see. Oh, he's talking about Brahman. I heard. Oh, he's talking about some, this knowledge. Oh, these are all Hindu stuff. I'm not interested. I'm a researcher. Okay, now I've finished listening from you. This is what Hindu says. All right, let me go to Buddhist, what he says. To that fool, if you teach, you are wasting your time. He can sit down one among the 1,000 crowd. That doesn't matter. But you can't accept him as a student. Like a very nice Sufi teacher says. A Sufi teacher was giving a talk, some 100 students or people are sitting down there. Then one person comes up to the teacher and says, whoa, you have got so many students. He said, no. I have only 4 students. These fellows are disciples of my crowd. The rest of his disciple of my crowd. Why such a crowd? They have come to see. They have not come to learn, neither I teach. I talk to 4. Others just get the hint of it. Are you getting that point, please? Because who shall receive? Whose attitude is proper. A student need not come and say, I am your disciple. but his attitude is proper, he receives it. That is why it becomes like a student. Hey, he's doing his job, think of it. So his attitude is proper. A student whose attitude is proper, that is why there can be a Ekalavya. He learned from a distance. He never came to Drona, but he knew the archery. It can happen. If your attitude is proper, you can pick up from anything, no problem. But the student is like a Shishya Putra Samaha. A disciple and a child are one and the same. Because one is Deha Sambandha, other is Jnana Sambandha. Jnana Sambandha is real Sambandha. Deha Sambandha can be broken. That is why you can say, no, you need not. But you really cannot break it, because that is also, your son is son. You can't say no. You are a daughter or daughter. You can't say, no, I am not his daughter. Somebody can find out you are not the father. That is problem. That is why today in Western countries, families are breaking down. You know that why people are going for a genetic fingerprint now. If there is a divorce, they are finding out. Suddenly they will raise a question. These two children, not mine. So they will have a genetic fingerprint. And sometimes it really comes out, they are bringing up children which are not theirs. Imagine how they feel shattered. There are some. But Jnana Sambandha you can't say. Knowledge. Who touches you? There are relative knowledge. There is Shikshak, there is Guru. Guru is in relation to Atma Jnana. That is why Vyasa Purnima. Guru Divas is, you can do it 5th September 5th on some philosopher lecture, that's okay. School teacher's day. But Vyasa Purnima is the Guru Purnima. Why? Gives me Atma Vidya, gives me the knowledge of himself. When all other teachers, in their good intention, gives me a special identity and confuse me further. Understand? With a good intention. The father, mother, school teachers, with good intention, teach us and give us new identification and push into further confusion. The Brahma Vidya Guru removes the confusion, helps you understand who you are, literally separates the chaff from the grain. Helps you understand who you are and what are your coverings. Therefore, the Guru, instead of giving you the reality that you are, if your Guru becomes another covering, ayyo, what a life it becomes. Are you getting that? With that, you came for knowledge, now you go back as a disciple. What a headache. I came to be free, but I am going back as a disciple. What? Or the follower of a religion, branded. You want to come as free from every branding. Now you are going back branded. So you feel very confident and sort of very arrogant about yourself. Why? Because, I am follower of the truth. Hey, we are not interested in your being follower of a truth. You should be the truth itself. So to whom do you give? So the student, the teacher, so pleased with the student. Many times he has said, Dhanyosi krudagrityosi pavitam te kluam taya. Oh student, he is so happy with him. You are Dhanyosi. You are really blessed. Pavitam te kluam taya. You have sanctified your whole dynasty. Why? Brahmi bhavitum ichchasi. You have decided to be the Brahman, the Absolute. You want to be free. That itself, what a thing it is. Today, if a child goes, youngster goes and tells the parents, I want to know myself, they say, what has happened to him? Put him in a psychiatric ward. His parents also don't know. The society doesn't understand. What is this knowing about yourself? You are my son. What is there more to know? True. You have got a good job. You are married. What more you want to know? Huh? You understand how much the so-called Secular education influenced by different types of religions have completely taken over. Even to be interested in yourself, they call you selfish. To be interested in yourself, they shall call you are nuts, you are out of your mind. Please, I have explained to you all these things. Knowing about yourself is not selfish. Looking for your happiness is not selfish. Wanting to be the strongest, the secured, the free is not selfish. Because only if you are strong, you can share your strength. Only if you are rich, you can share your riches. So desiring to be rich is not selfish. Being rich is not selfish. After being rich, not sharing it with others is selfish. So don't kill it from the beginning. Let the person make riches. Change him. Help the person to understand. Only you are free, you shall make others free. When you are the love itself, you can love people. So see that truth in yourself. So the teacher says, I have given you this, considering you as like my son. Asakrutvam. Again and again. 100 questions asked, 100 answers given. I gave you. Swasutavada sakrutvam bhavayitva mumukshun. Mumukshun sutavat bhavayitva. Having considered the person who mumukshu, desirous of liberation, who approached the teacher, taking him under the wings like a baby, to help him to grow up. When a fledgling, a baby bird comes, do you make his wings strong to fly, or you cut his wings to hang around you? Huh? You don't come to the teacher to cut your wings. Most theologians do that. Once you go there, you are doomed forever. You are the follower of this. Cannot get out. Easy entry, exit impossible. Exit shall be full of guilt. If you do that, oh yo. You shall see now. The next verse will come. We shall see that. There is no such thing. When you come, you come. And then this teacher gives you freedom. He tells you, helps you to discover what it is and gives you the freedom to say, Naham Guru Natvam Sishyah Na Gurur Naiva Sishyah Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. We had this Guru-Shishya relationship for some time to communicate the truth. Once the truth is communicated, na Gurur Naiva Sishyah. There is no teacher, no disciple. Shiv Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. You are as much Shiva as even I am. This teacher withdraws the obligation. Sannyasa means completely cutting off this obligation. Naham Guru. I am not your disciple. I am not your teacher. You are not my disciple. Be free. That is teaching. Humanism. The student is grateful. The teacher says, I don't care. The student says, thank you. But I care. Thank you. It is in your heart. Bas. You don't have to show it every day. Come and pull his leg. I mean, in your heart of heart, it is always there. You can never forget it because you know who has touched you in your life. Very simple. Okay, Swasudavada sakrutvam bhavaitvam. Just read it again, that verse. We shall go in. Sakala nigama chuda swanta siddhanta guhyam paramidamati guhyam darshitam te mayadye apagata kalidosham kamanirmukta buddhim swasutavada sakrutvam bhavaitva mumukshun swasutavada sakrutvam bhavayitva mumukshun. So mumukshum swasutavat bhavayitva, having considered this mumukshu and desires of liberation approaches him, considering him like own little baby, own child, helps him to develop the strongest wing of freedom, so that he flies to freedom in himself. And that is one. And why? And the student also in turn, Kamanirmukta Buddhim. His name is Kamanirmukta Buddhi. He is an intellect free from desires, anger, hatred, everything. He is totally focused in knowing about himself. That is why an ideal teacher and an ideal student come together. Vedas declared, gods celebrate in the heavens. The tradition will be kept up. It's a fantastic tradition. Guru Shishya Parampara. Now today you see this new age religion, Hinduism also is affected by literally spectre or the virus of the new age stuff. Where the tradition is forgotten. A tradition which is ageless, Sanatana. You consider ageless tradition as an older tradition, ageless tradition is a continuous tradition. You understand the point? Ageless tradition is a continuous tradition. It shall never be redundant. A dharma will be redundant. Understand? Dharma is desha kala patra. That is why Vedas are not universal. Vedanta is universal. Understand? Who you are is universal. What rest puja you shall do? Don't ask me. No ritual is universal. Why? Choice is yours. You do it. Why? Because you want the karma. You do it. I don't want that karma. Why should I be interested in heaven? That's true. You understand? Vedic principles are universal. When you go to Upanishad, you will see that. But Vedanta is universal. Same for all times. Therefore, in the name of New Age, don't try to throw out the ageless wisdom. Understand? Then in our time, we have to hold our nose and stand on our tail. You can do that. Nothing will happen. I can only touch you, you can only hug me. Nonsense. That will not work. Sensation orientation, sensation hunting, it will destroy you. The teacher can pass in, teacher can do this, and teacher has a special illumination which others don't have. Then you will never understand. Because everybody shall look for the special illumination under a tree somewhere. No. You are already what you are looking for. The teacher reveals it. Okay? Yayo nirmukta bandhanaha gurureva sadananda sindho nirmagna manasaha pavayan vasudham sarvam vichachara nirantaraha iti shrutva gururvakyam prasrayena krutanatihi satena samanugyataha yayo nirmukta bandhanaha gurureva sadananda sindho nirmagna manasaha pavayan vasudham sarvam vichachara nirantaraha. So iti Mahadeva Guru Vakyam Srutva, having thus heard the teachings of the teacher, where the teacher declared for the final statement, considering you as like my child, who is so capable, you yourself are so capable, you are free from desire, anger, hatred, jealousy. It was a pleasure revealing you the royal truth, the absolute secret about yourself, which is the crest jewel of all the Upanishads. Gleaning it from all the Upanishads I handed it over to you in an assimilable form so that the baby can digest. And you had a stomach capable of digesting, a mind of a stomach which is capable of digesting these ideas. And you saw this truth. Dhanyosi, you are blessed. Having listened to this teacher's statement, prasrayena krutanatihi, very well prostrating, krutanatihi, mind falls, life falls, because sheer gratitude. Imagine a person suffering in life. You have been thirsty for your life. Somebody gives you a glass of water. How do you feel? You are desperate for a little money to go for a medical treatment or finish your marriage or something somewhere. Somebody, your friend, uncle comes, take this. You'll never forget it in your life. You have meeting with an accident, you are under the wheel. Somebody comes and lifts it up. You'll never forget in your life. A stone fell on your feet. You are clutching it, don't know what to do. Somebody removes it, takes you to the hospital. You will not forget it. You are suffocated by emotional disturbances. Husband left, wife left, child gone, deception, frustrated. Almost committing suicide. You want to give up this life. Somebody breathes life into you. You are the absolute eternal. The roles are their limitations. In all these moments, will you ever forget? There is a appreciation is just not a thank you. Thank you, teacher. I'll teach you. In your eyes, you show. In your behavior, you show. In your life, you show. That is why there is no word for thank you in this tradition, believe me. And the word was created just like computer was not there. Now still there is no created computer. Thank you, that word doesn't exist. How can you thank your father? How on earth one who has given you life? The father, the mother, one has given you life. From the day one you think of your growing up in life, baby, how much times you must have been crying. That's why until you have a baby, you don't understand what it means for the sacrifice of a parent. And then they educate you, they feed you, they clothe you, whatever is their capacity. Don't say, this child, this psychology has completely destroyed the relationship. Father-mother syndrome. Father neglected you, mother neglected you. The father cared for me 9 years, neglected me 9 times. But 9 times is written in golden letters. This is psychological aberration. The mother carried you, gave birth to you, sustained you. Yes, in her wisdom, maybe she could not take care of you few days or few months. So, that remains like a scar in my life. And these fellows will make it a greater scar by repeating it. The father is neglected, the mother is neglected, father syndrome, mother syndrome. So, child is flawless. It is just like Human Rights Commission. The victim can be forgotten. The criminal has all the considerations. He has his fundamental right to be listened to. What about the guy who is gone? His family doesn't deserve anything. Why? They are dead, no? Just like same thing happening in this Swami who was killed. Forgotten. Now the issues have completely snowballed. Now the issue is, who is a homeless? And you consider one particular party is homeless, the other party is also neglected. In a riot, both sides are affected. Just because somebody's majority is not unaffected, minority is only affected, or minority is affected, majority is not affected. No, it's not like that. Human beings are affected. Either shop closes down, who is affected? Selected group, huh? Either traffic closes down, selected group affected. Where is the thinking? So branding people, think. That the father, because of the father, because of mother, they educated you. You got the false logic of transferring the responsibility somewhere where you don't want to take your responsibility. Why are you transferring the responsibility? The same father, same mother, there is one child who grew up wonderfully. How come you didn't grow up? So your failure, don't pass it on to them, and your success is yours, right? If you succeed, I did it. If you did not succeed, mommy only did it. True? So the mother is damned. Beautifully Shankara writes, Kuputro bhavati, kumatana bhavati. The child can be a rogue. Mother is divine. But today, the society has become like that. The crazy children who have gone on their head that mother is stupid, so they also kumata bhavati because they are taking drugs, they are smoking, they don't take care of the child when the child is in the womb. So your habits are transferred to a child, a drug addicted, and a child is born with addiction because the blood is contaminated. What do you do? Irresponsible. So responsible the father, right? If you go on passing your responsibility to others, you shall never change. Understand? The moment you go on, if your whole life, the responsibility is always passed on to other for your mistake, you shall never ever succeed. I must look at myself. What am I doing? Understand? That is why when you recognize the sacrifice of the father, sacrifice of the mother, sacrifice of the people around society, don't say sacrifice of the teacher. The same language doesn't come. In one way, you can say that if a person is happy with himself, why should he find time to teach others? But it's not a sacrifice, it's a pleasure. Talking about happiness is a pain. If you're talking about happiness is a pain for somebody, don't learn from him. Understand? Somebody helping you, if he finds it a pain, should you receive the help? Think. I ask you 100 rupees and you say, "Ayyo, romba difficult. Thank you. Please keep it with you. I'm going." Why? Because this fellow cannot help. He himself is poor. How is he going to give it to me? You invite a musician to a function and the musician finds he struggles. What type of audience? I don't know. I should have been somewhere else. When you listen to that type of constipated music, what shall you say? Stop it. We are going. Bye-bye. Same thing. If the teacher considers it's a sacrifice to teach. Sacrifice? I may enjoy myself. Do you get little prasadam from it? Yes. You don't get it? Yes. It's a pleasure, reveling in myself. The teacher should thank the student. Thank you. Why? Because I got a chance to revel in this, Being yourself is fantastic, but reveling in so many words and paintings, it's like you are reveling in your idea, but you put it on a canvas. How is it? If you are a creative artist only, you will know the pleasure of it. There is an idea inside your head. You paint it, the whole world to enjoy. You write down, the whole world to enjoy. You are a good cook. Who appreciates you until you put the food on the table? I am a great cook. Waiting. Yes, I am waiting. I am a great cook, Swamiji. Waiting. I am a great cook. Yes, I am waiting. You are a great cook, how do I know? I am a rich man, how do I know? How do I know? Do you understand what I am talking? What is the expression? You are a rich man, you know. How does the other person know? Why should other person know? Then why are you declaring yourself to be rich? If other persons did not know the proof of your richness, why are you declaring your rich satisfaction of giving them the poverty, idea of poverty, right? You are a sick person. Are you getting that point, please? When you say I am a cook, taste of it. We are interested in the taste of that. Can you do it? So the teacher should be grateful to the student. Why? Wow. As such, I would have been simply sitting, happy with myself, but now that you guys are here, talking, enjoy myself. Nothing like bragging your own glory. Narayanoham, Narakandagoham. Nothing like that. And what a glorious bragging it is. Because when you brag, everybody also enjoys. I say, I am the Narayana, you also enjoy. Why? You are also Narayana. When I say I am a PhD, you may be illiterate. When I say rich, you are poor. When I say poor, somebody can flatter you. I am so poor, meaning you are so rich. Whereas in Brahmavidya, in Atmavidya, self-knowledge, when the teacher says, Aham Brahmasmi, you are also Aham Brahmasmi. I am the absolute. Not that when teacher says, I am Brahman, teacher must be Brahman. Eh? It's like the fellows, they were having a big conference as to why all the jokes are in Sardarji's name. Okay? So the Sardars were descending in Delhi, hordes from London and Canada, America, all over they were coming. So, one non-Sardar taxi driver asked one of those fellows, why all of you are coming today? Suddenly so many people, the Delhi airport is fully packed. No, we are coming, we are having an international conference. Oh, conference for what? To find out why all the jokes are in our name. Oh, this is simple. This is very simple. Answer my question. Yes. In my family there are 3 people. One is my son, one is my wife, other is my daughter. Who is the third one? Sardar started thinking. Driver says, in my family there are 3 people, one is his wife, other is his daughter. Maybe your grandmother? He says, no. Uncle? No. Father? He got frustrated. What are you talking? I told you in my family there are 3 people. One is my wife, one is my daughter. Naturally, obviously, third one is me. I am the... that's right. Oh. Then he was so excited that he has found the answer. Now he went to the stand. Before he just checked into the hotel, threw his luggage, no bath, came straight to the conference hall. Already people have come in, already started already. He got stood there and he, no line, no queue, no agenda, nothing. He straightway goes to the microphone. I have the answer. Everybody stunned. You know why all the jokes in our name? Yes. All right. Answer my question. Now everybody stunned, including the people who are serving also. They are all listening. This is the ultimate theory. Archimedes principle is coming now. So they are all waiting. In my family, there are 3 people. One is my wife, other is my daughter. Who is the third one? So all these Sardar participants, they thought for a while and he said, Father, maybe grandfather? No. Your father? No. Mother-in-law? No. Then the people who are serving, they are not Sardars. They could not take it. They are not supposed to be participating in what is going on there. They are supposed to do the job, but they couldn't, they could not keep quiet. Because if you know the answer, you can't keep quiet. So then one fellow says, Sir, what are you talking? If in your family there are 3 people, one is you, one is your wife, other is your daughter. You are the third one. What is this? Father, grandfather. Then this Sardarji was standing and says, no, he's a taxi driver. The taxi driver told him, I am the father. So the Guru is the truth. Why? Guru says, Aham Brahmasmi. So who is the truth? Guru. Because he said, I am the Brahman, When Guru says, Aham Brahmasmi, everybody says, when I say I rich, others are poor. When I say poor, I can flatter somebody. I'm highly educated, somebody is illiterate. You cannot identify with other people. That is why in a relative world, there is so much of jealousy. How was you yesterday? I had a call from the Prime Minister The governor asked me to do this. The other fellow will soon get tired. Who has time to listen to your gassing? Name dropping. It's not necessary. Because you don't say, then you say, I don't want to talk to that fellow. Anytime you go, he's only talking about that man, this man, that man. I am tired. Why? Because you can't identify. Whereas in Upanishads, you can identify all the time, anywhere, anytime. Why? Everybody is same. So a king can listen, ordinary child also, person can listen. Why? Both are same. Same truth. One place, absolute socialism. You want communism practiced? Come to Vedanta. A total communism, total communistic idea, where everybody is same. But don't try to bring homogenization or type of a similarity in mind level, body level, car level. You can produce a car like in East Germany. When I went to Dresden, I saw that. Those few old cars are still plying on the road. Stupid looking box, one tin box. That was supposed to be the proletariat car, But the Brezhnev was having the best car in the world. He was a car freak. He had the best car collection in the world. Leader of the mission, Hey, you cannot bring in communism, cannot socialism, where everybody should have, same house, same car. At least that you can force it. But you can't say everybody must think same. That is why he collapsed. In creativity, like a Solzhenitsyn, recently passed away. Sakharov, Dostoevsky, what writers! Amazing dimensions in the head. You can't control it. So a king can sit down, ordinary person can sit down. Everything is Brahman. So the student with absolute gratitude expresses his gratitude. Satena samanugyata. Tena, by this knowledge, samanugyata, knowing himself very well, yayo nirmukta bandhana became free. Bandhana nirmukta bandhana became free. Previously was thinking is bound. Now he knows, Appa, I was always free. What a thing I was dragging onto myself. What a relief, eh? And what did Guru do? Guru must have thought, Adappa, now again unemployment begins. At least there was one fellow who was tied. That is why unemployed teachers keep the student for the lifetime. Why? If the fellow doesn't know what to do. That is where you will see now the next line. Guru, what did the Guru do? Guru re vasadananda sindho nirmagna manasah. Guru sadananda sindho nirmagna manasa. His mind is eternally reveling, deep, celebrating in the ocean of wisdom. Sada ananda sindho nirmagna. In the ocean of bliss, he is drowned, buried. What language you can use? Continuously reveling in that. Such a mind, what did he do? Pavayan vasudhan sarvan vichachara nirantara. Sarvan vasudhan pavayan, sanctifying the whole world. Vichachara, started his wandering. He's not sitting down there, one fellow is gone, I don't know what to do now. The fellow became free. That is why in practice-oriented knowledge, you have same student for 100th year. Why? Progressing. You understand? Progressing. Oh, your chakram is going now to your spine. Only in the bottom of the spine. Another 5 years it will take to the middle of the spine. But I saw you smoking that day, it has come down 2 inches. You touch that girl, 10 inches down. You touch that boy, finished you are. I don't think you can. Finished you are. Garlic you touched. Oh boy. 7 inches fall. And you touch the onion, 5 inches. Right? Think of it. You ate non-vegetarian food, right? No hope. no hope. Finished you are. The more you condemn people, the more they cling on to you. Why? Because they don't know what else to do. That is why guilt-ridden philosophy, guilt-ridden religions, they keep people as a hostage. The disciples, the students, they remain as a hostage. A person who is not free, how is he going to grant freedom? Thousands of people bound together feel comfortable in their company of each other. Because everybody is bound, so they find in a group. That is why you can see, bhajan means one person, 10,000 people will be singing. Oh, it is so very nice. Suppose the song is over, what do you do? That is why people have new bhajans, no? Have you seen same bhajan for 10 years? It's like every year new music. Best song of the year. Miss Universe, 2008, 2007. So Miss Universe last year became Miss Ugly this year. Why can't for a change also same one next year? No, because people are tired of the munji. People are tired of that face. Same music, suppose you listen. Oh, best music, Grammy Award. Listen to it 10 times. Oof. Useless. So, new. So, bhajans also, new. Practices also. We are adding a little deviation to that old practice. Every day you are doing a particular posture, you are holding your hand like this, but from tomorrow you should do like this. Why? You will have greater energy coming through the open palm. You are sitting down simply on your foot. You should press it somewhere. Then it will activate your energy centers. True. After a few days, then you discover, just like the dieting. For some days, the fools will say, almond is very good. Egg is a criminal. Then you say, egg is very good. Yesterday, I was looking at Dave yesterday. One fellow said, margarine is very nice. Must have got some money from margarine lobby. So margarine is very good. Some fellow say almond is very bad. They should put almond, no, almond is very good. Almond lobby. You know, people, you understand how you are destroyed. So you keep people going. Why? If you make him free, what shall you do? In a practice-oriented religions, you need lifetime commitment. Once in, you must be always in, not out of your freedom. But you have no choice. Because if you leave, you shall carry your truth in your half of the spine. It will never go up because you left now. So it will be stuck like a fish bone in the throat. So what you have to do now? Repent. You must do something, some repentance, some sacrifice. Then teachers should say, okay, it's all right. You understand how you give guilt to people? Ishvara. Deviations of many kinds. In practice, you shall say, we do like this, he does like that. Ours is open eye meditation. Other fellows say, you must close half eyes, half close. And then others are fully closed. 3 schools of philosophy. One full closed eyes, one half closed eyes, one fully open eyes. Or another people turning your head in another direction. Why? You can create anybody you like. We are left side vision. Why? Leftist. No, you must be right side looking. Be right, Dakshina. Dakshinamurti is looking that way. So, right. You can't twist your head, can you? Mahadeva. What is this tradition? And what is this new age stuff? People are nowadays going to yoga and forgetting the medicine. So they drop dead while practicing. And which is the for whom this yoga is working? The guys who are already healthy. You mean to say the fellows who have been practicing 30 years of sugar stuck in the stomach, in 3 days asana, you'll be free from sugar? But the third day he drops his medicine, fifth day he dies. Are you getting that point, please? There are certain things which are preventive. Cure is very difficult immediately. It takes longest time. If today, suppose there is a agency, some medicine by which you can cure it down, bring it down, then prevent it by your asanas and pranayamas and all that, hiking, aerobics, no problem. Intelligently using all the possibilities in this universe. But the best part of it is, with health you die, without health also you die. How many years? Only you shall know. Nobody else knows. What is the difference? It's like you are going at top speed. Other fellow is going in slow speed. You reach the destination half an hour early. He also reaches half an hour early. Late. But he also reaches. Somebody dies, you think quickly. Somebody a little late. Have you fixed the death? Known about yourself. Not that therefore I say neglect your body. No. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. That is why this teacher, so free. Gurustu, what did he do? Sada ananda sindhu nirmagna manasa. The mind is always reveling in the ocean of bliss. Pavayan vasudan sarvan vichachara, walked out. Sanctifying the whole world, he started in his wandering. Why? Some other students, some other classes. Same student for 20 years sitting in the class. Same 30, 50, same student. Why? Or same 300, 3,000. What is this? If somebody chooses to sit down in a place, that's a different thing. Are you getting that? But I am happy, but I am with the teacher for a long time. Okay, choice is yours. You give the front row to the newcomers. You go back to the back row. Why? The people who have come, let them learn. No, I must be very nearer to the teacher. Who is that one? Baby. Now you have taken care of yourself, like the eldest boy in the family. Now can handle himself, move out, baby has come. Full attention. But some people remain babies for attention craving. So that is where, just like child jealousy, you understand? Elder child, younger child, senior disciple, junior disciple, this nonsense comes. Senior, junior, what nonsense? You understand? Get out. See for yourself. From a distance, you appreciate everything. New people have come. Let them understand. Let them understand. You help them to understand. Like a big brother helping out the younger ones. The big sister helping out the younger ones. You help them. You are not a competitor. You help them. Why? I have understood. Appa, thank you. Yes, suppose they have problem. What shall you say? I also had those difficulties, Don't worry. I had this difficulty. You will also difficulty. You will go through. Nothing to worry. Not that. I am never understood. I had a tough time. I don't think you will ever understand. Then why don't you go instead of putting this virus to everybody? Because you did not understand, that doesn't mean others will not understand. Are you getting that? Choice is yours. What it? You understand the freedom? The student is free. Yayo nirmukta bandhana. He became free. And the student, teacher, walked out. Vichachara, moving around. Why? If somebody else needs this knowledge, he shall be given. Read. Ityacharyasya sishyasya samvadenatmalakshanam nirupitam mumukshunam sukhabodhopapattaye. Okay. Iti acharyasya sishyasya sambadena atma lakshana. So this is shishya acharya sambada, guru shishya sambada. Krishna Arjuna sambada. There are three types of discussion. Vidanda, jalpa, vada, four types. Vidanda, jalpa, vada, sambada. Four types of discussion. Sambada is the highest form of discussion. Jalpa and Vidanda are same type, like Jalpa. Jalpa means na uru paityam. Jalpa means the person holds on to his standpoint. There is nobody else, simply talking to himself. That is Jalpa. Jalpa, Prajalpa. Jalpa means he is talking to himself. There is nobody to listen, nobody to argue, nobody nothing. Totally mad. Talking to himself. Jalpam. You can't stop him. He is simply talking to himself. That's what he thinks. What can you do? Self-talking person. You can see when person becomes very angry, very upset, very jealous, something type of a mind gets overwhelmed, they talk to themselves. They throw things for themselves, do everything for themselves. Why? Jalpa. That time totally mindless. That is the worst form of talking. Next one is Vidanda. Vidanda is, there is other fellow is there. Vidanda is, other fellow is there. But in that discussion, I am right. Why? Because I say so. What is your logic? Don't give me. This is Vidanda. I am right. Why? Because I said so. You are wrong. Why? Because you say, therefore it is wrong. It's like Indian opposition in the political party. Whatever the ruling party does, wrong. Why? Because my job in opposition is to say everything is wrong. But when you go, you'll do the same thing. That's a different question. That is Vidanda. And Vada. Vada is the discussion between the equals. 20 students sitting down discussing something. Trying to find out which one is right. Between the equals. Vada. Sambada is Guru Shishya Sambada. The more knowledgeable person talking to the less knowledgeable. Why? So that the balance come together. It is just like the water in the pipe. When you have the water in the depth, you go on doing it, nothing will happen. Because there is so much of air, no gap. You pour the water, the airlock goes away. When the airlock goes away, boom, water comes. So for the student, there is ignorance airlock. The student cannot think properly. So this teacher puts little air of, water of logic. Once it goes away, that airlock goes away, now it is same level, no problem. So in a Sambada, there is no superior, inferior. There is only knowledge and ignorance. So the student, instead of dragging this teacher to the level of ignorance, the teacher helps the student to uplift, to go to the level of knowledge. So in this Sambada, the student is blessed. In Vada, all are discovering, trying to discover the truth. It's like where you are discussing, trying to find out what it is. Nobody asserts himself. This is what is true. This is what I think. The other person, this is what I think. Which one is good? That is Vada. That is a very healthy argument. It's a healthy argument. Sambada is one knows one is right without being self-righteous, available for questioning. The other person is yet to know it. So there is a discussion. Okay? Then the third, the worst of, then Vidanda is, as I told you, I'm right. That fellow, forget it. Jalpa, forget it. Insanity. Jalpa is insanity. When the person is talking to himself, he knows what he is talking. God knows. And nobody will ever understand. I don't know what he is talking. Whoever asks them, hey, what is it? I don't know, Swami. What is it? God only knows. That's what it is. Jalpa. Too full of himself. It's like an obsession. Obsession takes over and you talk nonsense. No logic, no rhyme, nothing. You simply talking about it. So, which one you want to have? You choose. Sambhada is a Guru Shishya Sambhada. Having that, you also become like a teacher. Then once you are that level, you shall enjoy all these. Somebody is talking like a madcap, sit down and enjoy. Yeah, rubbish. It's all right. This is what happened when you went to United Nations for the Millennium Conference. Oh boy. That was the circus, religious circus. Everybody comes and says, this is the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. It is like you should have gone to one car dealer's conference. Toyota car says, German Mercedes says, BMW says, or the Nissan says, or Porsche says, I'm the best. Why? Because you are that car representative. So this religion is best, and that, then why do you have a conference? What is the idea of coming together to talk about your individual supremacy? Should you come together to talk about individual supremacy? If you come together, you are supposed to discuss the similarities, how we can improve. Not I am the most superior, The worst thing that came, if I tell that it looks so, stupid it look. But if it's like out of a recording, if you can take it, it's a truth. Okay, so if you see, Sambhada is the highest form of communication. Where the higher goes down to the level of the lower to uplift him. Like a teacher in a classroom helps in the growth of the child. Not dependent on it. It doesn't the child dependent. Are you getting that point? Why we go to secular studies? Because the mathematics professor, history professor, professors, they don't make you dependent. They make you as informed as they are. That whole purpose of teaching is what? To make you as informed as they are. How come in religious teaching only they should be dependent? That is because the person doesn't enjoy freedom. Therefore, he makes others dependent. The person must be free to be with himself. Even sometimes a person can say, oh, we are all freely staying together. Why? Because you are listening to a philosophy of permissive freedom where you don't know how to establish it for yourself. So you hang around a teacher to stay for that. Then also it becomes dangerous. Like a person who says, the guru who permits anything. Oh, you can hug, you can kiss, you can do anything you like. No, free love, free. Then everybody is around it. They think they are freely staying there. No, you are unconsciously bound to the concept of freedom. That is where you are destroyed. Because by yourself, you cannot be free. You need a teacher's sanction. Whereas in this teaching, you don't give a sanction for a free activity. You help him discover the freedom. Let the person choose. He is a one-man army. But can choose to be with everybody. No problem. Ishvara. Okay, having seen that. So, Nirupitam. So, Sishya Acharya Sambhada. Nirupitam mumukshunam sukhabodho bhavata. Mumukshunam sukhabodho bhavata. For the easy, sort of easy understanding of the people who are interested in liberation, this was given out in the form of a Guru-Sishya Sambhada. So then you follow this and you also see the truth for yourself. Okay? That's why this is a complete teaching book. Having told this, read the next one. Itam idam upadesamadriyantam bihata nirasta samasta chitta dosha bhava sukha virata prashanta chitta Shruti Rasika yatayo mumukshavahe. So, ye mumukshavaha, ye shruti rasika. Those people who are already free but interested in reveling in this knowledge, for them this book is wonderful. Mumukshavaha, those who are desirous of liberation and approach this book, they also will be benefited. One who knows revels. One who does not know, for him it is revealed. So for both, this book is wonderful. Hitam idam upadesham adriyatam. Idam upadesham hitam. This instruction, revelation by the teacher for the student, hitam. It blesses everybody. Hitam is a very beautiful word in Sanskrit, hitam. In other things, which is good for you may be bad for somebody else. You give money to somebody. Somebody is blessed, but you are impoverished. You may have 1,000. When you give out 20, you are impoverished because you are 20 rupees less than the other person gets. So somebody's gain, somebody's loss. You have got 100,000 acre land. You give away 1,000, somebody gains, somebody loses. In this sharing of the knowledge, there is no question of losing. The student gains, but the teacher does not lose. He is enriched. That is why hitam. It's a total win-win situation, if you want that language. Total win-win situation. The student wins, the teacher also wins. Nobody loses anything. If you want to lose, only one thing you lose, ignorance. You want to use the language of loss, ignorance you lose. After this, you shall be destroyed forever. After this, you cannot blame others in life. Anytime you blame others, that little obsession is taken away from you. The moment you say others, immediately red light will come up. Hey, what is wrong with me? Because all the time you look at yourself. You don't look at that person, this person, that person. No. That's why it's hitam. Adriyatam, may you accept it, adapt it in your life. Bihita nirasta samasta chitta dosha. Sambihita nirasta samasta chitta dosha. All types of limitations, impurities, wrong thinking of the mind, nirasta, completely goes away. There is no more wrong thinking. Why? In a thinking, who is wrong? Thought is wrong or thinker is wrong? Come on. In a thinking, thought is wrong or thinker is wrong? Okay, still further down. In an object, like a knife, flower, poison, things are wrong or user is wrong? Huh? User, isn't it? Knife is good or bad? Poison is good or bad? Depends on who uses it. Right? User is wrong. Sometimes you can say, the poison is bad, Why? It has the capacity to kill, Yeah, but does it get into your mouth? Unless you take it? Therefore, never can you say. Are you getting that? Same way, thought also. Thought is good or bad? Or the user, the thinker? Therefore, what is the question of blaming, this man gave me this thought, that man gave me this thought, this religion gave me that thought? No! Even the religion which conditions you, we shall ignore them. Don't worry about it. Because as a child, you shall pick up nonsense. You have no choice. But once you consider yourself grown up, can you challenge every thought? And to challenge thoughts, the thinker must be challenged. So if you want to remove all the limitations, dosha, anger, hatred, jealousy, pain, misery, frustration, all these things, which one you should touch? The thoughts or the thinker? The emotions or the person who is misusing the emotion? I thought, I. So when I is understood, samasta dosha nirasta. Money is there. Money takes you to the pub or you take the money to the pub? Can you say, I had 200 rupees and I forgot. Last night I forgot to take up that 500 rupees in my pocket. I went for a walk. It pushed me into the, gambling den. It only pushed. Why? I'm here. Spend me. Come on, spend me. Does your money ever push you to the gambling den? Drink me away. Come on, drink me away. The bottle is inviting Swamiji. Whenever I go, bottle winks. The moment I pass by that way, the bottle. Sometimes one eye, sometimes both eyes, sometimes right eye. So samasta dosha means only one dosha, you. That is the thing. When that is gone, then what happens? Lastly says, Bhava sukha virata prasanta chitta susasvi prasant bhava sukha virata. No more looking for happiness in bhava, in samsara. When no more you are looking for happiness in samsara means you no more search for things where they are not. How do you waste your time? Come on, what are you wasting time? Looking for things where they are not. You are looking for, listen, you are looking for in Tiruvannamalai market, you are looking for French perfume. You can look for. But if you waste your time, don't blame that non-availability. You should have known that in this market, this thing is not available. I'm looking for brown bread. Where? In the Adianamalai shop. Yes, you can look for. But these fellows don't understand what the bread is. Neither they understand what the brownie is. You understand? So wasting time means looking for things where they are not there. You go to Europe and you say, I want some, this pori, puffed rice. Which shop you are going? Watch and jewelry shop. In the watch and jewelry shop, you are looking for broccoli, vegetable. In a vegetable shop, you are looking for ice cream. You understand? What is wasting time? What do people say? Come on, it is not there. I know. Don't go. Don't waste my time. Shopping center, right? Life shopping center, have you fixed? And looking for happiness, where? Where it is not. The whole world, sight, sound, touch, smell, taste, relationship, emotions. You know what a marvelous wastage of time? For how long? Depends on how long you have lived without understanding. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years you can be a grown-up baby. Marvelous waste of time. And therefore in the process what happens to you? You are tired and exhausted. Swamiji, 70 years life is gone. I don't know what is happening. What is this life? True. What is this life or who I am? Huh? Okay. When you are so tired, it goes to. So, bhava sukha virata, people who are no more looking for those happiness there, prasanta chitta, therefore, happa, they are no more looking for things where it is not. Therefore, they find it where it is also. Mumukshavaha. So, looking for where it is, for them this book is valid, or Shruti Rasika. Those who have already understood it, they revel in the right of it. Such people, last verse, Shankara really goes out of the read. Sansaradhvani tapavanu kirana prodhutadaha vyatha Kinnanam jalakankshaya marubhuvi भ्रान्त्या परिभ्रम्यताम् अत्यासन्न सुधाम्बुधिं सुखकरं ब्रह्माद्वयं दर्शयति एषा शङ्करभारती विजयते निर्वाणसंदायिनी संसाराध्वनि तापभानुकिरण प्रभूतदाय व्यथा खिन्नानां जलकाङ्क्षया मरुभुवि भ्रान्त्या परिभ्रम्यताम् अत्यासन्नसुधाम्बुधिं सुखकरं ब्रह्माद्वयं दर्शयति एषा शङ्करभारती विजयते निर्वाणसंदायिनी एषा शङ्करभारती विजयते निर्वाणसंदायिनी निर्वाणसंदायिनी एषा शङ्करभारती विजयते निर्वाणसंदायिनी. Lastly, Shankara has given the name Esha Shankarabharati Vijayate Nirvana Sandayini. This knowledge which he has revealed, Nirvana Sandayini, which gives you freedom. Freedom from everything, including teacher and teaching. Oh. You know, you see this manifestation of this wisdom every moment of your life. Shankara, while writing Saundarya Lahari, he writes hundreds of verses. In Saundarya Lahari, one verse where he says, "Oh mother, I am writing this glory, Janani Tava Janani Idam. This, what I am writing, I am giving it to you. But I am so stupid to offer it to you." Why? It's like taking a drop of water from the ocean and giving it to the ocean as an offering. How can I say it is mine? When he says, very beautiful, this verse, what is scholastic attitude? Vivekachudamani is not written by Sankara. Only 450 verses are that. Does it matter? Somewhere this scholarship sacrifices wisdom. You don't have to worry about it. Okay? A verse is a verse is a verse. Doesn't matter written by whom. Meaningful, grab it. Meaningless, dump it. Other day somebody asked me, "Swamiji, is it really Krishna talked to Arjuna?" I said, "Does it matter? Is the Ramayana existing?" I said, "Why are you worried? Why are you worried? You think I am the Sarvagya? I should know it. I know as much as you know. Rama existed, how do I know? Krishna existed, I don't know, I don't care to know. Why? What is written there, does it mean something to me? Yes, grab it. Doesn't mean anything, dump it. Simple. Who is the person who can prove it, this existed? Does it matter that somebody is a historical personality or not? You are given a medicine for a cure. Will you be so interested to know, unless I know the manufacturer, I am not going to eat it? Die. If that medicine cures me, it doesn't matter whether it's allopathy, homeopathy, sympathy. It doesn't matter. Does it cure me? Yes, I take it. It doesn't cure me, dump it. Very famous pharmaceutical name, but the medicine doesn't cure. What do? Withdraw from the market. The moment it doesn't cure you, they withdraw it from the market. But in this spiritual knowledge, every spurious thing is full in the market. It is at your risk you follow. That is why keep your intelligence intact. The teacher who wants to really sell the spurious objects shall ask, first criteria is sacrifice your intellect. Give up your intellect, because so that you don't know I am an idiot. And also, by chance you learn it from others also, don't expose yourself to others. Because if you expose yourself to others, you will find out how great an idiot I am. So all these injunctions will be from idiots only. Scripture is not afraid. Here it is. Take it, drop it, choice is yours. If you don't take it, you lose, not me. What confidence? Sankara'S Vivekachudamani. Why? Tapa Sansara Dhvanita Pavana Kirana Pradbhuta Daha Vyatha. Sansara Dhvani, in the path of the samsara. Tapa Bhanu Kirana Pradbhuta. This sun of life and its changes with his scorching rays, Pradbhuta Daha Vyatha. It has triggered tremendous thirst. Searching for happiness in life, in this desert of universe. I am tired, exhausted. Mirage after mirage. I have been following the water. I am thirsty for water. Are you getting that point? Following the water, I am thirsty for water. Looking for happiness, I am unhappy. What language, eh? Khinnanam jalakankshaya maruhuvi. Thus, pradbhuta dahavyatha, because of which, khinna, you are tired, exhausted in this desert of life. Bhrantya paribhramitam. At one time, you become deluded, bhranta. Your mind reels. Now, you don't know in which direction you are going. Bhrantya parimamta. When I was in this condition, Atyasanna sudam buddhim sugakaram brahma dvayam darshayati. When such a person, reeling under the intense thirst for happiness, meandering in this vast desert, directionless desert of the universe, when the person is moving around, this Nirvana Sandayini, this freedom-giving text or these verses, Shankara Bharati Vijayate. By what? Darshayati, they show. By showing us what? Atyasanna Sukhambodhi. Showing you the vast ocean of fresh water, which is Atyasanna, very near. Very near means it is you. What is nearer than yourself? The word near does not mean anything. You are not near the truth. You are the truth. Darshayanti. That is what they show it to you. Shankara Vijayani. This is where the Sankara Bharati Vijayati, the great teacher, gloriously shines by giving us this address. I am the truth. I am the sweet water ocean. And I was looking for a little drop in the desert of life. Is it complete? That is how it ends. Okay? Thank you. Close your eyes, please.